la la, yeah, boy. La la la, yeah, boy.
Zone Beats, boy.
So, as most of you all know, these two boys are on the same card on the 15th of December at Horncastle Arena in Christchurch. Some of you all may know I am attending this event thanks to the Rock radio station flying us down there, giving us accommodation and tickets to the fight, plus a meet and greet. But Joseph Parker will be fighting Alexander Flores, who's 6'4", same height as Joseph Parker, has a record of 17-1-1. Now, being honest, I don't know a lot about this guy, but looking at his record, he has his one loss to Charles Martin. He got knocked out in 4 rounds, so that gives you a bit of an idea. He also has a draw against Avery Gibson, who can be tricky, but realistically he's a journeyman in the pros. You can catch a few different fights of Avery Gibson on YouTube, both in the pros and in the amateurs. He's not a big puncher, but he can be tricky, and he's got a good gas tank. There are a couple of other names on Flores' record that I do recognize, very much journeyman level fighters though. Keith Barr, who is a past opponent of Junior Fa, and Harold Sconier, definitely a journeyman level fighter. So for this fight, I'm giving a prediction. I reckon Flores is going to be stopped within 6 rounds. He may do it faster than Martin did, he may not, but I'm going to give a couple more rounds leeway because Flores did take that Charles Martin fight on very short notice, wasn't in the best of shape. So for this fight in particular, he's been given plenty of notice, there'll be no excuses, and we'll see what he can really do. Maybe, if Parker gives him the chance. So there you go. I'm going to say round 6 stoppage for that fight. Now moving on to the other big fight on the card, it'll be the chief support, Junior Fa versus Rogelio Omar Rossi. I think this fight is actually going to be more competitive than the Parker Flores fight. However, I could be wrong. Rossi's last loss was to Zhanlong Zhang. Now don't get him confused, there's 2 Chinese prospects with the same last name. There's Zhili Zhang and Zhanlong Zhang. He got knocked out by Zhanlong Zhang in the first round of a 12-round contest. So he may not have the best chin, but I don't know the circumstances surrounding that loss. Besides that, he's also fought Marco Huck at cruiserweight, and he got knocked out in the 6th round of that. There was information in the Duco press release saying that Rossi lost that fight because he got hit after the bell. That's not true. You can find that fight on YouTube. Marco Huck did hit Rossi after the bell at the end of the 5th round, knocked him down, and got deducted 2 points for it. He came out in the 6th round, possibly damaged because of the knockdown, but certainly boxed on like he wasn't hurt after that and still got knocked out in that round. Now, he is actually bigger than Junior Fa in height. He's 6'6", but he's going to be considerably lighter than Junior Fa. But we will see. I've watched a bit of footage from him. He can box. He's not really a banger, but he can box, so it'll be interesting. Junior's a bit of a mover himself, but in all seriousness, I'm still picking Junior Fa to stop this guy. I'm probably going to pick round 6 for that fight as well, actually. I think Junior will stop him in 6. Hopefully, Junior's got newfound aggression. He's recently had some issues with anemia. He's had a minor surgery on his stomach as well, but gotten on top of everything with blood tests and everything. Seems to be good now, and he's recently been in camp with Deontay Wilder preparing for Tyson Fury, so there's no excuses left for Junior this time. He should be able to get rid of this guy, but yeah, we will see what happens. So let us know your predictions for these two fights, and we can get some discussion going. Now, I believe these two Kiwi boys are on the same card because they're starting to build a potential clash between the two to settle their amateur record score. They are both 2 wins, 2 losses to each other, and it would make a great domestic dust-up down here in New Zealand, possibly next year sometime. Junior has a higher ranking than Parker at the moment, which is a little bit unusual. He's ranked number 10 with the WBC, so Parker's looking to get back into the mix, and you know, after 2 losses and 2 tough fights, I think he deserves a pass for this. Junior is still on the rise. Hopefully I'd like to see him fight somebody of note after this Rogelio Omar Rossi. I'd like to see him face Lucas Brown next, to be honest. But yeah, let us know your thoughts and we can get some discussion going. This is Big Boy Boxing. I'm out. See.
La la, yeah, boy. La la, yeah, boy.
Zone beats, boy.